Memramcook is a Canadian village in Westmoreland County, New Brunswick, located in southeastern New Brunswick. The community is predominantly people of Acadian descent, who speak the Kiak derivative of the French language. History. Memramcook is called the Berceau de l'Acadia, which translates to Cradle of Acadia. Long been inhabited by the Memramcook, the site saw the arrival of Acadians in 1700. The village name is originally Micmac and means Crooked River, referring to the many intricacies of the Memramcook River. The first mention of the area used the spelling Memramcook. The missionaries turned it into Memramcook, 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 and finally Memramcook. There have been several recent controversies about the name, such as people who offer the spelling Memramcook or Memramcook. Deportation. In August 1755, English soldiers were sent to Beaubassin, Petite Kodiak, Chipoudy, and Memramcook to take the Acadians prisoners. However, through guidance by the local missionary, Father Leguin, the Acadians hid in the woods. Then, on August 26, Lieutenant Bechebert of Miramichi and 125 soldiers and a group of Micmacs surprised 200 Englishmen. Under the command of Major Joseph Fry, the English had set fire to the church of Chipoudy and 181 homes, as well as 250 houses in Petite Kodiak. Bechebert gave the order to attack at the moment that the English were setting fire to the church of Petite Kodiak. After 3 hours of fierce fighting, the English retreated, leaving behind 50 dead, and around 60 wounded. It was thus that 200 families were able to escape the deportation. Growth. It saw its major growth both culturally and politically, in the 18th and 19th centuries. The preservation and renaissance of the Acadian culture in maritime Canada began in this picturesque village, largely as a result of the intervention of the Seminary Collegiate at College Street. Joseph, one of the founding colleges of the Université de Moncton. College Street. Joseph, the first francophone university in the Maritimes, opened its doors in the village in 1864. It was also here in 1881 that the first Acadian National Convention was held, and where the Feast of the Assumption was adopted as the national feast day of the Acadians. Neighborhoods. Within the village of Memramcook there are several hamlets, villages and neighborhoods. They include, starting on Route 925 northeast border with Jep following the Petite Kodiak River south. The first community is Dover, where the route is known as Rue Principal as it passes the Little Dover Road. From here you could continue from the west to Little Dover and La Montagne. The next community on Route 925 is Gautreau Village, then Prix-d'Enau. From here the route changes direction going inland. If you were to follow the route following the Petite Kodiak River, you would end up on Belleisle Village Road, passing through Belleisle Village, Gautreau Village, and finally Beaumont, before ending at the southernmost border where the Petite Kodiak River and Memramcook River meet. Continue heading east on Route 925 at the community of Prix-d'Enau. The route has its name changed to Route Prix-d'Enau Street, and enters St. Joseph, and the route is briefly known as Central Street. You could continue south on Central Street passing through Cormier Cove, then the southern border of Memramcook and Dorchester, or turn north and the route again heads east crossing the Memramcook River as it ends at the community of College Bridge. Starting at Route 106 at the second northeast border with Jep heading southwest, the first community is Folly Lake, then La Hetriere. From here you could go on to Little Dover Road, entering both Little Dover and La Montagne from the east, or continue on Route 106 passing the Old Shediac Road. Continuing on Route 106 heading east passing Central Street, where you could turn towards St. Joseph or cross the Memramcook River entering the original community of Memramcook. From here you have a choice to go north on Royal Road passing through Gatons at another northern border with the community of Calhoun at Route 2, exit 482. Continue east on Route 933 crossing Route 2 exit 488 into Memramcook East, where the road is known as Abu Jargana Road at the northeasternmost border, or continuing south on Route 106. Continuing south on Route 106 from the original community of Memramcook, the route passes by Lilac and Memramcook Lake as it enters College Bridge, and the eastern terminus of Route 925. Continuing south, the route passes Broke Creek and Anderson Mills as it ends at the southeastern border of Dorchester. Economy. Among people aged over 15 years, the participation rate is 68.0%, the employment rate is 63.9%, and the unemployment rate is 5.9%. Sharply down from the rate of 10.1% in 2001. By way of comparison, in the province are respectively 63.7%, 57.3% and 10.0%, meaning that the economy of Memramcook is generally healthier than the provincial average 28. Among these jobs, there were 3.5% in agriculture, 11.2% in construction, 9.9% in manufacturing, 3.4% in wholesale trade, 9.7% in retail trade. Among the employed population, 4.5% work at home, 12.4% have no fixed place of work, and 82.8% have a fixed place of work. Among workers with a fixed place of work, 20.0% work in the village, 74.5% work elsewhere in the county, 2.9% work elsewhere in the province, and 2.6% work in another province. 29. The orchards are a major employer in the territory, including the DSL Dorchester Parish, Dorchester, Fort Folly 1 and Memramcook. There were 55 farmers in 2001, averaging 53.7 years, and a total of 45 farms. An area of 283 kilometers to 5,263 hectares were used. 30. There are two branches of the Caisse Populaire Jep Memramcook, based in Jep and member of credit unions Acadian. 31. Education. Provincial public school systems. The following are a list of public schools in the community. École Mathieu Martin for grades 9 to 12 French. Dorchester Consolidated School for grades K-8 English. Other infrastructure and services. The library service lies in the town hall. It has nearly 14,500 books, including a small collection in English. There are also magazines, music, movies, and 2 computers available to the public. Located in the same building, the Community Access Centre Memramcook has 9 computers and offers training in the field of health. Memramcook has the Foyer St. Thomas de Memramcook Valley Inc., an organization non-profit providing housing and care to elderly or disabled. The 5 residences have 100 apartments and 2 clinical extended care with 58 beds. The organization has 33 volunteers. The 2 closest hospitals are Memorial Hospital in Sackville, which is English at a distance of about 20 kilometers, and a French-speaking Dr. Georges L. Dumont University Hospital Center, which is French and located in Moncton, a distance of 30 kilometers. The fire department has 48 Memramcook fire volunteers. Raymond G. LeBlanc is the chief since 2000, while also being vice president of the Firefighters Association of New Brunswick. The fire department was born from the merger in 2006 of services Prud'Eno and Memramcook. It has a central fire station in St. Joseph and a barracks secondary Prud'Eno, all with 5 fire trucks. The village has no post of ambulance New Brunswick, and the reaction time is considered too long. For this reason, firefighters also have 2 trucks and emergency are trained to handle the situation in case of accident or medical emergency. pending the arrival of ambulances 33, 34. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police serves as Police Municipal Detachment Memramcook, including a corporal and 4 constables. It is part of District 4 RCMP, whose headquarters is located in Shediac. The planning is the responsibility of the Planning Commission Beaubassin, whose main office is located in Shediac, but an agent is available at City Hall. There are 2 post offices in Memramcook. Notable people: Thomas John Burke, physician and politician. Cormier wrestling family, professional wrestlers. Amand Landry, Legislative Assembly NB. David Vital Landry, doctor, farmer, politician. Pierre Amand Landry, lawyer, judge, CHC. Bernard LeBlanc, Legislative Assembly NB. Jacques LeBlanc, professional boxer. Olivier J. LeBlanc, Legislative Assembly NB. Romeo LeBlanc, Governor-General of Canada. Camille Lefebvre, priest, professor, curate. Antoine Joseph Ledger, lawyer, author, senator. Edouard S. Ledger, Legislative Assembly NB. Greg O'Donnell, Legislative Assembly NB. Clovis Thomas Richard, lawyer, LANB, CBC. Climate. Bordering communities.